is how we do a poof for show choir. The things you will need: a comb. Some people use a pick, or the ones that are close together like this. It's really up to your preference. Bobby pins and hairspray. Okay, so the first thing you need to know, everyone's hairline has a little bit of a square to it. So you're going to grab right where the corners of your hairline are, so right there, and go straight back and grab a chunk of hair. Get that kind of separated from the rest of your hair. And then you're going to take a little bit off of the back of it. So I'm like sticking my finger through it. You don't need quite as much hair. And it differs for different people, because some people won't have as thick of hair and you might need a little bit more. So you'll just have to kind of get used to it for your own hair. After you've got it, hold it straight up and down. And then you're going to spray from far away, not up close, the front of your hair. And then you can smooth it out with your hand. It's important that you don't spray it and then comb it, or you'll have comb streaks in your hair from where the hairspray dries. And you can do that a couple times to make sure you get all the fronts of it nice and sprayed. After that, you flip to the back and kind of do the same thing, except this time you're not going to smooth. You're going to spray from far away, and then loosen the hand that's holding it, and then kind of comb backwards. You don't need to tease up and down, that's just going to hurt your hair. Just comb so you get a nice chunk going. Once you have that, you can kind of pull that chunk down. This is the part that gets kind of tricky. And then you're going to do the same thing, but closer to the front, so it's a nice kind of rat's nest all the way through. So I'm just back combing down towards my head. Once you're done with that, you're going to kind of pick it all back up. Then you kind of push it flat on your head and then scrunch it forward. You have like a basic starting poof, okay? So then you can put bobby pins in to that. And see, it's not hollow. I can like push it and it goes up and down. That's what you want. So the way I'm putting bobby pins in, can you see it? Mm-hmm. The way I'm putting bobby pins in is you just start on one side and just put it straight across, and then you go to the other side and put it straight across that bobby pin. So you're kind of making crisscrosses back and forth, and you do that as many times as you need to so it feels kind of secure. And it's okay, like you can tell it's kind of lopsided right now. It's okay because we're going to do a little bit more sculpting in a bit too. So I'm just kind of getting the first poof so it's on my head. So it's there now, it's stable. Okay? Then what you're going to do, it kind of looks like your head is the bottom ball of a snowman, and then there's like a separate chunk. We want it to look like an extension of your head. So you need to take little chunks of hair on the side and do the same kind of little process. So I'm going to take a chunk on the side, spray the front, smooth, spray the back, tease, down, 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 down. Sometimes with the thinner chunks you need to re-smooth out the front. And then with that chunk you're going to kind of connect it back to the back so it poofs out. See how that connects my head? It kind of makes my head look oblong. And then you're going to bobby pin that. And it's okay, it's still kind of misshapen, but that's alright, we're getting there. So do the same thing on the other side. Pull the chunk out. Spray. Smooth. Can you still see? Okay. My mom is recording this for me, so that's who I keep talking to. It's not just myself. Pull that chunk back. So now we have a nice oblong head. Looks like your brains are on the outside, kind of. That's what we want. From there, now it's kind of lopsided. Now we do, I'm going to go down. Now we do kind of a sculpting process. You can do that with just a bobby pin. So not the side that opens of the bobby pin, but the side that is the bend of it. You could take that and stick it in like the top part of your poof and just lightly pull on the parts that are lower than the other bits. And make it the shape that you want it to be. So see, this side's a little bit shorter, so I'm just sticking it in there and pulling it up until it's where I want it to be. See? So now I have a nice smooth, and I would kind of pull this side up a little bit more, but for the sake of time, that's how you do it. Once you're done with that, you can kind of make a final run through of the hairspray. A couple things to know: it's best if you don't have a part in your hair. You can tell even a little bit on mine that it gets kind of like automatically separated if you have a part. So the night before, if you shower, you can like hair dry it with it being straight and no parted, and then put just like a little poof in for the night, and that will help it look a little bit more full. Another thing is your hair doesn't have to be super clean to do it. If it's greasy, sometimes it helps a little bit more with it to stay in place depending on your type of hair. So that's a little bit of what you need to know to start out with. And for the first show, we'll do a poof with straight hair, and then we'll go from there. Thank you very much for watching.